Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we will explore the Databricks admin console, the place where your workspace is managed and the Metastore is set up to organize your data for a particular reason. So I hope you already created your Microsoft Azure account. If you haven't, so you can watch my previous video on how to set up this Microsoft Azure account. So here on the screen, you can see I have already created one particular resource group RG Practice 001. So first we will create our Databricks workspace and then we will go to our Databricks admin console to see what are all the available options that we have there and how we can configure metastores and how we can manage the permissions and everything there. All right, first to start with creating Azure Databricks workspace. Okay, let's name this Unity catalog. Let it be East US, and in the workspace type, we will set it as hybrid. And for the manage resource group name, we just add mgws unit catalog metastore demo 001. I will tell you why this manage resource group is created. Don't worry. So here, let's go to the networking, leave as it is, security and as it is. So we have the pricing tier premium because Unity catalog is available in a premium pricing tier only. This is our workspace name, Unity catalog Metastore demo 001. All right, let's create the Databricks workspace. All right, so our Databricks workspace is created successfully. So here you can see we have this manage resource group created. Now, if we go to this manage resource group, you can see we have this a storage account created, we have this Unity catalog access connector is created, we have net gateway is created. So all these things are created. Go to our original workspace, that is this one. What we need to do is we just need to launch the workspace. And this is our workspace, Unity catalog. And demo one is created. Here you can see we have this workspace compute. Since we opt for the hybrid one, so we have this options available. Otherwise, we only have serverless compute available. With the hybrid option, we can create our own compute. We have the full control over the configurations of our compute that we chose. And if we have opted for that serverless one, so we only have that serverless compute available. All right, so here this is the catalog option that we have. And here you can see we have this particular demo 001 and catalog already created for us. All right, now sometimes when you create your new Databricks workspace, so you can see that there is no catalog options available to you or there is no default catalog created. So what you need to do in that particular case. So first of all, let me show you the Databricks admin account. So this you can see this is Databricks admin portal where you have all the informations of the workspaces, catalog, usage, users and groups, security, settings, everything you can manage from here. Obviously, a permission is required. So here you can see in the user management. And you can add service principal. You can create a group and assign access to the users who can control this admin portal. So inside security, here you can just restrict IP addresses as well. And there are a lot more options available to open report, authentication, ID federation. You can create the policies as well. And if any features that you need to enable in your Databricks workspace, you can just toggle this on off button because federation sharing, open sharing, this can be done by your account admin. Budget policy is already enabled. Databricks Genie for Slack is in public preview, so you can do all those things. Now here you can see you can add connections, app connections as well. And if you want to enable any feature, so here you can see we have app terminal, enable admin protection for all. So there are lots of options available. So the thing is only the users who have permissions or the account admins can do all those things in this Azure account admin portal. choose for language settings, preferences, account settings, everything you can do from here. Like predictive optimization, if you don't want it, you can simply disable it. Anyone, sure. And download files from Unity Catalog volumes using the UI. So you can directly download the files from Unity Catalog without any hassle. So that feature you can also enable. All right, now coming to the catalog option. So in the catalog here, you can see Metastores. So this workspace we have created an STUS region. So here you can see we have this Metastore as your STUS created for us. If I click on this Metastore, so you can see that this is attached to this workspace, this particular workspace. All right. This is our workspace underscore Unity Catalog Metastore demo. All right. And in the configuration, you can see that automatically assign new workspaces in STUS to this Metastore. Now, let's suppose if I uncheck this option, and in most of the organization, this option is unchecked. So if I create one more workspace in this STUS particular region, so we don't see any Unity Catalog option. And let me quickly create another workspace and let me show you that how that particular workspace will look like. Let's go to our Azure portal. We'll create another Databricks workspace in same resource group. So for Azure Databricks, create. uh, Let's name it workspace test UC check 001 and STUS. We will go for hybrid option. And for the managed one, this will be the name that we have. Rest, we will leave everything as is. Okay, validation completed. Let's create this particular workspace. All right, so deployment is in progress. So this managed Azure Databricks resource group is created where Azure Databricks maintains all the compute and everything from that particular managed resource group. That is why a managed resource group is created. All right, so we have our second workspace ready. Let's go to the resource. All right, so if you go to this catalog option, so you will see this legacy Hive Metastore only, and this is the sample for the serverless starter warehouse. And if you compare it with our where we have the Metastore attached, so you can see this is the default catalog already created for us. And if you see this, so we only have this Hive Metastore option. So to fix this, what we need to do, if you have access to this as your account admin portal, then what you can do simply is you can just go to this workspaces. Let me refresh it. All right, so here you can see in our workspace list, we have this test UC check 001 anyway. If we check our previous, so here you can see we have this Metastore assigned to it. And if you just check this one, test UC check 001, so here you can see we don't have anything. Right, so how to assign Metastore to this particular workspace? So simply go to the catalog. This is our STUS Metastore. Always remember that for one region, there will only be a single Metastore. So this is the STUS, and here if you can see workspace, only our previous workspace, that is Unity Catalog Metastore that we created earlier. This Metastore is assigned to that one only. So what we need to do, assign to workspace, and we just need to select our newly created workspace. And for future purpose, if there are other workspaces that will be created in this STUS region, so you can simply check this box, enable auto assignment, and that's it. Done. All right. Now, if you just go to this workspace, you can just go here and you can see we have successfully assigned one particular Metastore to this Azure STUS. All right. Now let's refresh this page. This is our second workspace. Now settings, and here you can see we have this Metastore assigned. All right. And similarly for our previous one as well, here you can see we have this Metastore assigned. All right. Now see, these are the list of the permission create catalog. So if you want to create a new catalog, how you can do it. Let's say you are here and you just need to create a catalog. There is no option, right? Even if you go here and if you go to the catalog, there is there is an option of creating a catalog, right? But if you go here and just you won't see any option of creating the catalog. All right. So what you need to do is you simply just need to click the settings, Metastore, and here is the permission. Here in the client permission, you just need to create for now account user, or you can just simply select a user whom you want to provide a permission to create a catalog or external location, etc., etc. So we are providing create catalog and create external location just to permission to all the account user in this particular workspace. All right, all right. Let's just come to the workspace. So in the workspace, previously you can see that we don't have the option of this create a catalog, right? What we just need to do is we just need to select an option, and here you can create a catalog, the storage location, manage tables and volumes in this catalog. So see, cloud storage location used for manage tables and volumes in this catalog. If not specified, it defaults to the Metastore root location. So let's say you are creating one catalog, test catalog, and you are not providing the storage location here. Okay, so what will happen? It will go to the Metastore default root location. What is the default root location of the Metastore? Now, this is your admin portal, right? And if you go there in the catalog section, you can see this is the Metastore. And here you can see for storing managed table data across all catalogs in the Metastore. Optional location for storing managed tables data across all catalogs in the Metastore. What if? So here you can see it is saying that it will go to the root location of the Metastore. So are you seeing any root location for this Metastore, Azure, US, ADLS, Gen2 path? Optional location. It is saying optional location for storing managed table data across. So here also it is not enabled. What will happen? So let's go to our first catalog only and let's create one external location and we will not provide any path. Let's say test catalog 00. All right. We will give it type standard. That's it. No location we are providing and we are simply creating. Meta storage root URL does not exist. Default storage is enabled in your account. You can use the AI to create it using default storage, or please provide a storage location for the catalog. So see, it is asking for a path. So we need to provide, if we set a path here, then there won't be any issue. And since we don't have any path set here, so it is asking for external location, right? And if we don't have one, and if we try to create it, Metastore storage URL, Metastore storage root URL does not exist. Okay, default storage is enabled in your account. You can use the UI to create a new catalog using default storage. All right, so this is our new workspace that we have created later on, and we have assigned a Metastore to it. Now it is complaining that default storage is enabled. If default storage is enabled, so it will use that particular location. But here we don't have anything, right? Now, if I show you the previous workspace that we have created, and here if we create this catalog, so here you can see we can see this particular external location. Now you can see the path for this ABFS Unity catalog storage at DB storage. So this is the default location that is created. Now, what I'm trying to say is, let's suppose this is your Metastore. All right, this is your workspace one, and this is your workspace two. All right. So here in admin portal, an optional ADLS path is required, but we haven't provided that path. That's the first point. And in workspace one, we are trying to create a Unity catalog without specifying the path there, correct? But we have one default location created for us. In Workspace 2, we have assigned the Metastore later to this workspace, and there is no default location for this one, correct? That's our second point. So, what is this? What is this default location where it is created? Okay. So, if I go to the previous one, so this is the path, right? Go there. So, this is the path. ABFS, Unity Catalog Storage, DB Storage. Now, here comes the important role of the managed resource group. So, if you go to the if you go to our resource group, and you can see this is our first workspace that we have created, and this is the managed resource group created for this workspace. Now, in this workspace, you can see this is the storage account created. All right. This is the default location that is created for us. So it is referring to this DB storage. Or so if you don't provide the path and if you select the default location, all your managed tables and metadata will be stored into this default location. So you can just match this DB storage for T7367 BTL GGW. All right, so this is what happened. You have Metastore. So first of all, you have this Metastore. Here, if you set the optional location, so you can store your managed table data across all catalog in this particular location. All right. Now here comes if you create a catalog, and this is the external location, that is this defaults to the managed resource group storage account. So this is already created for this workspace. So when you create this test catalog, so all the metadata will go into this particular location. All right. And if you don't specify anything, and if you just set one ADLS into account here, then all the metadata will be stored in this particular location. All right. Now, here you can go to this external location. Now, one more thing. Now, let's say that you want to assign this external location to our second workspaces as well. So what you need to do, just go here. Here is the external location. Just go to the catalog, explorer, settings, external location. So here you can see this is the external location that defaults to that particular managed resource group storage account, right? So here is the external location, and just select this external location, and here you go into the workspace, assign to workspace, and select this particular workspace and assign it to the catalog explorer. And this is the external location that is showing up now. So we just need to go to the catalog, create a catalog name test 001, and then select external location. We will have this Unity catalog metastore option. So first you need to assign it to the workspace, then you need to assign the proper permission to, you need to provide the browse permission and read files, write files, and other permission as well. For now, I have provided complete privilege, but always follow the principle of least privilege. Once I applied all that permission, this external location is available to use in our other workspace as well. So this is how the complete hierarchy works. First, Metastore in admin portal, optional ADLS path is required. We haven't provided that part. It goes to workspace one. When we try to create a Unity catalog, we always have to choose we have the option to choose the default storage location. If we don't choose the default storage location, then we won't be able to create a Unity catalog. Let me show that as well. Still, if you try to create a catalog and you don't choose that particular storage location, you will get an error. So what you can do is you can just select a default location, and I already told you what is this default location. So inside the managed resource group, the data lake storage is created for you. All right, so I hope you like this video and you are able to get the idea of how this particular Unity catalog setup works. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching. And if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much for watching.